Hello and welcome for your daily astrology and tarot horoscope for today, Monday, September 8, 2014, brought to you by Nicholas. Today, the planet of the day is the moon, so definitely be watching your emotions and how you're connecting with those today. The moon rules Cancer, and so think of all those Cancer themes. Cancer is a cardinal sign, so it likes to take action. How are you taking action in terms of your emotions and interacting with people today? One of the big things to think about is, of course, tonight is the full moon. And what a full moon is when it's in opposition to the sun. So when the moon and the sun are opposite each other in the sky, that creates the full moon. And right now, since the sun is in Virgo, the moon is now opposite of the sun in Pisces. They're both mutable signs. That means that they're very flexible. They kind of stay in the moment, but they can kind of take on too many projects and then get confused and jump back and forth. So the good thing about them is they're very in the moment, but people with mutable signs, but the energy is also very, very flexible and doesn't have a lot of discernment and can be swayed by the other opinions of others. What else did I want to mention? So one thing that astrologers do when it comes into all this is basically we do event charts for things. And so the event chart, so the new moon today on Monday, September 8, is at, it's a Pisces full moon. Sorry, I don't keep calling it a new moon. It's a Pisces full moon. That means the moon is in Pisces, and that makes it opposite of the sun. So when you look at the chart, it's going to be the moon at 16 degrees Pisces, 16 degrees 19 minutes of Pisces, and the sun at 16 degrees 19 minutes of Virgo. And to me, the biggest theme for that is it's a healing moon to me, because Virgo is the sign of healing, and the moon is the sign, like Pisces is sort of that intuitive side. So it's kind of like, and with the sun in the earth sign of Virgo and the moon in the water sign of Pisces, it's kind of like, healing sort of that body and soul. To me, it's more like, I kind of equate fire with the soul. So when it comes to water, it's that emotions. You're definitely healing your earthy body, and you're definitely healing some emotions. And why I'm saying that is because the sun is in Virgo, that sign of healing and purity and caretaking and just attention to detail. It's very thoughtful. Some of the best event planners would definitely be people with lots of Virgo energy. And so, yeah, Monday is starting out really strong with this lunar energy. It's that, sun opposite moon. This week, just to set you up for the week, is definitely going to be a week about Mercury. Definitely be charting the aspects going on with that. Right now, the only other thing going on in the chart is the fact that Mercury is at, let me look at the chart. Mercury is making a square to Pluto. It's just about 2 degrees off here on Monday, September 8. But come September 9, it will be exact on Tuesday. So yes, this Mercury is at 9 degrees of Libra right now, and Pluto is at 11 degrees of Capricorn. So Tuesday, that conjunction will be exact. And the big warning I want to do now that I'm doing these videos, I'm kind of understanding the themes a little bit more. And the last time that I remembered that Mercury made a square to Pluto, I remember almost exactly at the time someone was making some really dark, out of the blue comments, and I went back and looked at the time, and I'm sure it doesn't always work this way where the exact timing of a transit triggers these things, but it was like it was exactly almost within the hour of the time that transit was exact with this Mercury square Pluto, that this person was saying a ton of dark things that came out of the blue. And what you need to remember about Pluto is, of course, with any transit, first off, you can use it for its higher purpose and what's best for everyone concerned, or you can use it for the low side. And the thing about Pluto is always about power struggles. So if Monday and Tuesday come around, because Monday it's still 2 degrees off. I mean, it might be, in an aspect, so you might be feeling some of that darker Plutonian energy as Mercury squares it. So, and the thing is it doesn't, that's the other thing. It's hard to remind people that if you're just a layperson to astrology, this may not be affecting your chart directly, and so look for it within yourself and look for these events outside of yourself, and you may not see them. You really have to dig in deep to your chart to see if this will affect you or not. So definitely look at your natal chart and see what houses this aspect's involved in, and see where it would be affecting you, if at all. And sometimes, if you have a strong Mercury in your chart, this transit for sure will affect you, but if you don't, then it probably won't affect you unless any part of this transit is in an exact degree of a planet in your chart. I hope that's not too confusing. But the long and the short of it is this Mercury square Pluto on Monday, if it doesn't trigger anything come Tuesday, just be listening to any dark communication, anything that's not happy, anything that's tangible but just kind of off-kilter. And what you'll notice is the energy, about that energy, is it's always about a power struggle. That means this person's reacting out of fear, and they're reacting to assert their power. So just keep that in mind. That's the good thing about astrology. And then is that you can actually think of these things before they happen and actually have a way to put concepts to them. Maybe you'll just be in the moment and somebody says something dark and you just get mad. No, with astrology you can frame it and say, the source of this is some type of power struggle, and that'll help you understand it better and help you respond to it and not react to it. So I hope you find that helpful. The card of the day is for Monday, September 8th, is the 7 of projections. So this is yet again just highlighting the Monday we're having the new moon. This Mercury is about to have a exact square with Pluto. And we're also getting this tarot card kind of reinforcing these emotions. There's someone, we're projecting these thoughts onto someone else. As you can see, the man is thinking, the man is thinking about the woman, the woman's thinking about the man. It's just not right. It's just something's not in sync. And it's very, heavy and emotional still right now. So definitely be reflecting if you're the one who's doing that, expressing that transit, or if someone outside of you is, and you're a little bit more prepared to know how you're going to want to deal with it, knowing that this emotional stuff going on Monday is going to be involving a power struggle. But in all, the new moon is very powerful, and the whole week as a whole is very, very tremendous, but Monday is kind of starting out a little sluggish, given the card of the day and given the astrology transits that I'm seeing. But it's definitely nothing to get down about, because if you watch my weekly tarot reading, which I highly recommend you do, not because it's me or whatever, it's just such a powerful reading. It is such a powerful reading. So I'm mixing up these cards. I was really so shocked at my weekly tarot reading that I did this week that, I'm just going to mix these cards up. It's like the cards were just too good to be true. It was like a dream. And why I get excited about these good cards is the more that I'm doing this, the more tangible the outcomes are. It is telling things that are happening to me. When I wake up in the morning, I usually do the Thoth deck, and even when I drop 2 cards out, I'll pull over the 2 cards, and it'll be like futility and suppression. And sure enough, that day comes. It was like 9 of Cups and 9 of Swords, and it was like, oh my gosh, the day was completely with those themes, completely emotional, and that fiery, people not reacting properly, using their soul properly. And then there was a day that said it was going to be better, and sure enough, it was better. So all I can tell is from the barometer of using my mind, spirit, and soul, and even my logic, when using the cards, there are messages that are coming about, and they actually do happen, and that's all I can say. It's not completely linear. You can't just say 2 + 2 = 4 in this stuff, but there's some definitely very insightful messages that get revealed through the cards. And so the card of Monday kind of reaffirms the theme. This is a slow-going, not a conventionally good Monday. You're going to have to get through it. I'm already thinking of ways to make my Monday better now that I'm seeing all these signs. Because this is the Two of Swords. This is the Wild Unknown deck that I love so much. I highly recommend everybody getting it. I mean, it's even an animal deck, and I'm not a huge animal person, but it's like, I don't know, the art is just so great. Anyway, the Two of Swords is a stalemate. Each sword has equal strength. Each sword is coming at each other, and they're suppressing that energy of the sun, that wants to shine, and they're just stuck at each other, and there's no impasse. What do you do? So it's a fire. That's why the sun is in there. It's a fire. I mean, sorry, the swords are air. So, but that sun is fire energy, and it's being suppressed, and that's my analogy. But to be factually correct, the swords represent the air, so it's a mental thing. So yes, so what am I trying to say with that is we already know that Monday's kind of starting out slow and sluggish. I'm just telling you from doing the reading for the week, don't just get through this day. Try to figure out one positive, anything you can do to feel gratitude and happiness, I highly recommend. I'm going to be making maybe a playlist for Monday so I could start out my Monday right. I'm going to just get like a whole bunch of like, maybe a Yay song, like You Gotta Stand Up For Yourself, Son, whatever that song is, like, just like pump me up and nobody's going to break my stride, nobody's going to hold me down, like just cheesy ass songs that will make me happy because, Monday's going to be slow, but we're heading into a very powerful week, especially if you read my, watch my weekly tarot video. I mean, we've got the Beyond Illusion card coming. We've got the Completion card coming, all major arcana. We've got a New Vision card coming. Everything in these cards are positive and uplifting. Come Friday and a Venetian day, you have like the Venetian version of the man, just abundance overflowing, can give everything. It's the King of Rainbows. You got a Totality card coming, and we've got the Full card coming on Sunday. So Monday's sluggish and slow. I think it's definitely inspired, and we're feeling something with that Mercury square Pluto. But by Tuesday, we're beyond it. We're learning our lessons from this Monday. So keep watching. I hope you have an awesome, awesome Monday. And my name's Nicholas. Thanks a lot.